Hey guys, Vanilla Beast back here with another walkthrough. This will be the first set of Vampire Magician challenges. We're actually knocking 4 of them out here today. We're going to start off here in planning with the Silver Baller. Not going to use it. Got our Requiem suit back, so that's awesome. And of course, as all the walkthroughs should be done, we will be starting from the main entrance. I understand it's quicker to start in the attic, but that's not true Hitman form. So the first thing we're going to do is head on upstairs. And, well, not actually upstairs, but up the side of the building like Spider-Man, and get the magician suit. So we're gonna head up here to the right, and the 4 challenges we're doing, as you can see in the description down there, is the Phantom of Palace, the Shocking Trick, Darkness in the Blood, and the Quiet Earth. So we're gonna knock out all 4 in one run here. These challenges just came out, pretty cool. It's pretty difficult because the Vampire Magician disguise isn't really a disguise at all, because it doesn't work anywhere inside the building pretty much. Like at the upper levels, you're spotted by anyone, so you gotta be careful. So we're just walking around here making sure nobody is coming. The guy was on the right side, so we can pretty much just run through this now. I'm gonna speed parts of this up for you so you don't have to sit through this. 47 isn't the quickest of climbers, so. Now, when we get to this point here, I'll slow it down. We want to actually grab this auction guy's disguise here, and I did that. You know, you probably could have not done it here. The reason I did this was because if I want to come back and grab my suit and leave with my suit in true Hitman form, I don't want to have to go all the way back into the attic. So I take this guy out right here and subdue him just to grab his disguise and leave my suit here. Now, this particular run, I didn't actually come back up to get my suit because there's a specific challenge called the Quiet Earth that requires you to leave in the magician disguise from the basement. So I did that challenge, but normally we would have came back up to grab our suit here, and like I said, you don't want to have to go back all the way into the back of the attic to get it. That would have sucked. So here we are. We're gonna run to the left, and we're gonna get the disguise now. You have to sneak through here. Now at this point we are trespassing. Anyone that sees us will be alarmed. So run to the left, and then once you're in this room, head up to the right. There will be a guard on the left. He's checking out the windows, and there'll be another guard sitting down. So long as you just slowly sneak by, they won't see you. Head in this door here, and make sure the guy on the right isn't looking at you, and he's kind of walking around. And once you get to this point, you should be good to go. And you sneak behind that right there. It's kind of a hidden. And our Vampire Magician disguise is right back here. They did a good job of blocking this off, because once you get in here, there is no other way to get out except for the same way. And you'll notice I'm getting all this stuff for the first time. I mean, you're watching an actual run through here. This isn't me coming back and cleaning up. I did all this my first try. I did do some discovery work beforehand just to kind of, lay the land. To see what was going on, but this was my first try to hit these challenges, and I nailed them first try. Now, like, I didn't spot us. He started to see us here, so just make sure anytime you start to get a half white circle, just take cover immediately, and you'll be fine. Doesn't actually count as getting spotted. Now we're going back the same way here. And we're not going to leave, but we're going to go into Dalia's bathroom, because the first challenge we're going to do, well, technically the second now, is the Phantom of the Palace, which means we're going to drop a chandelier on her disguised as a vampire magician. So just as other walkthroughs that we've done in the past, we want to go ahead and turn the clock on here, or excuse me, the radio clock, whatever, and take out this first guard. We'll subdue him. Now, don't kill him, you can if you want, I guess, but I tried to do this and get Silent Assassin rating. Now, this won't be a Silent Assassin rating simply because we kill someone else with the chandelier. You can't really avoid that. I guess you could get lucky and just kill her when you drop the chandelier, but at this point, it kills somebody else, so that kind of ruins our Silent Assassin, but there's nothing we can do about it. We're here to do the challenges. That's the key to this walkthrough. So I'm showing you the best way to do the challenge, and also, be stealthy about it and try to do it in Hitman form, professional. And you'll notice I hit the sink there, and this guy will walk in. And we'll subdue him. Now we want to be quick about this, because Dalia only gives her little speech right there, so we looked at her, for a limited amount of time. So we got to kind of hurry. Once she leaves that room, who knows how long we have to wait. And she may not, I don't remember, but I don't even think she walks in that exact position again. So grab out your silver baller, walk up to the door here, and make sure she was standing there, and just wait for a second. Boom. And then the doors will shut by themselves. Accident kill, she's dead. And of course her body's found, so there goes our silent assassin rating. Now the next thing we're going to do is wait for this guard here to move. He's on the left. I waited here for quite some time. I think you need to actually walk up to the door to trigger this. That could have just been good timing. I don't know, but I noticed that when I did walk forward, see that he started to move. So I would say just walk up to the door to begin with. Grab a coin. Now this is tricky. This may be the most difficult part of this whole run through here, is we've got to sneak by these guys. So take cover and aim for the dude's crotch. Just try to hit him right in the junk. I found that see, they'll all three turn and look at that, and you don't need to run, just walk like I did, crouched, and they don't have time to actually see you. Now she doesn't mind me being in here, but I mind her being in here, so we're gonna knock her down, subdue her, and just drag her behind the desk here. And the problem with her is that she'll walk outside, and if she does that while you're trying to take care of this guy, then you just ruined your run. So I grabbed the letter opener here. I don't want to use my coins, my masters of distraction. Get him going over there. He doesn't walk that far, unfortunately, but I was able to sneak behind him and just subdue him. And as you might remember from other opportunities, him and this chick has got a thing going on here. They're apparently a pair, so I'll just drive him back here with her, with his girlfriend. Open crotch, boom. And nobody comes out here, so we're fine. You'll notice we will get 20,000 for no bodies discovered. I'm going to fast forward this for you too. Now we're going to scale around the building here. We're going to go ahead, and what we're doing now is headed downstairs in the safest route. And we'll slide down to the second level, and then head left, run across the balcony, just faster. All the way across, right to this pipe. Now if you notice, this is where we started. So we've come full circle. We came up here, switched out the skies, got the magician, we've taken out Dalia. Now we're going to slide down this first person style, and be careful here. I don't usually run into this, but there's a dude just like hanging out looking over here, and I was like, what? And as I walk forward a bit, sure enough, he starts to spot me. So I hide behind this one, and I was thinking what I was going to do, and he just walks away. So just be patient for a second if he is there. Now, thankfully, when you drop or jump over this, we're no longer, they don't really care at this point. So just come back here to the back corner and grab the screwdriver. We need that. And we can walk in front of people now, which is good, because it sucked on the other floors. You can't be seen by anyone. So there's a couple different ways that you might want to go about this. I noticed that Viktor takes forever. So I sped this up for you here, and I just kind of hung out. I was talking with people, right, you know, mingling and such, just hanging out, waiting for him. Trying to see what kind of, yeah, I got kind of perverty there, I guess. I was trying to see if I could put the camera between them and their dress. It didn't work. So these guys are out here. This chick is getting photographed by this guy, and when they leave, you don't want to do it before that, but when they leave, go ahead and distract this security guard by throwing a coin over there, and grab our screwdriver. And what we want to do is hurry up and get over here. I should have went this a little faster, and go ahead and get this ready. Now don't do this while you're standing in the water, or you'll kill yourself. So you can turn it off, but there's no need. Just do it standing there. Now we've got to wait for Viktor, and I've noticed if you don't try to get close to him, he'll never come over here. Like, I waited here forever. Apparently you need to make sure he talks to Valerie, I believe her name is. So I started to follow him. I sped this up for you because it was just a lot of time. And I was just kind of following him. I wanted to make sure he got in this room. And it's kind of, watch this. So I'm looking around, messing with people, and all of a sudden it's like, boom, Angelina Jolie. I don't know if that's like a Square Enix thing, but freaking Tomb Raider's up in here. I thought that was funny. And then them hip though. Look at that. Boom. There's perverty, vampire magician. I had time to kill, right? Don't judge me. So I'll speed it back up for you again. So there's Viktor. He's finally at the bar asking for his bare knuckle boxer. I just wanted to make sure, I kind of stayed close to him because I wanted to make sure that his conversation got triggered, because this is what gets him outside. So finally. It took forever. Wasn't able to see any panties either. That's unfortunate. I don't know. There's always glitches. You can always find stuff like that if you want to look for it. So I wanted to confirm the death. Gotta confirm it. And yep, zit, he did. And of course the body's found. We did about that. There's the next challenge. So I was running here and turned back around. Pretty much done here. Now we wanted to get the last challenge, which is the Quiet Earth. I figured they wouldn't like this, so I thought about it for a second. I said, you know what, I'm gonna do it anyway. This, like I said, this was my first run, and you can do it. Just get by it kind of quick and hurry up and get up against the wall, so they'll quit looking at you. And you don't do enough to alarm them. Now I get lucky here. You should be able to duplicate this, but honestly, I just got lucky here as far as not getting spotted, because I noticed there's a guy right there who's gonna see me, right? So I thought, okay, I'll just walk right in the back of the stage. And you'll see I run into another guy. I didn't realize that guy could spot me, so this didn't go well. But I get out of it. So I'm thinking, just do it. Okay, so he's gonna come. He doesn't spot you, but now he's questioning, like, okay, I need to, so I'll just walk this way. Crap. Luckily, you can slide right through here. Look at that. And then I just went ahead and nobody actually seen me. That's the wrong door. There, that's the kitchen. So at this point, there's just one guy down here. I wait for here forever too. I know their conversation ends. I know there's a point where they go their separate ways, but apparently you gotta get closer. I got tired of waiting, so I said fine. We'll speed this up. I waited. Nothing happened. Get your coin out and then scoot up a little bit closer. And then 47's gonna do his best Tom Brady impression here and just launch this coin down the hallway. And now she can see us, but he can't. So this is kind of cool. You can literally just run right between them and hit this doorway right here, and you're good to go. Still never being spotted. We're still perfect in that area. Total stealth. And then we'll just come up to the door here. Use your look-through keyhole, aka instinct, for the second shift to walk to the right. That's good enough for me. We'll head in right now. Head to the left. Last thing you want to do is screw this up right before you head out. So just be safe. And I made sure nobody was walking down the hallway here. And then our exit's right there. The shift that walked to the right will be hanging out here. So we want to just kind of distract him. I almost went too soon. You'll see I throw the screwdriver to get him to turn around. And he still starts to see me a little bit, but the exit's right there. See right there, but we're okay. And that's it. We'll walk down here. And that is our 4th challenge completed, which is the Quiet Earth. This is a pretty good run. I mean, I had fun with it. It's kind of tough being the vampire magician because, like I said, when you're in a building, you just cannot be seen by anyone. And you'll see all the challenges pop here. As I mentioned before, this was my first attempt at it. And you'll see our final ratings here. It's all good, with the exception that bodies did get found, but there's no getting around that. We did 2 accident kills, and we killed that other person with the chandelier. Other than that, this is a clean run. Would have been Silent Assassin if we were able to do that, but that's it, guys. Thanks for watching. Appreciate it. See you next time.